there's 10 people in the world that have as much money as half the world combined. And that sparked my interest, just that alone, right? Then I started doing more research, and I realized that the wealth is shifting, and the wealth is shifting from those 10 people because of one reason and one reason only, because technology, right? So in 1900, there were 5,000 millionaires. In 2000, there were 5 million. 2010, there was 10 million. 2020, there's going to be 20 million. Are we going to be one of them? Are we going to take advantage of the times? That's it. That's the whole reason why we're here. So, if you circle the last 4 letters in learn, what does it say?
Earn.
It says earn. If you circle the last 3 letters in spend, what does it say? End. So, the whole point is that everybody in here knows how to make money. Right? Everybody in here knows how to make money. But most people don't know how to multiply their money. Here's the thing. There's 3 quadrants here. Business owner, they multiply their money because they have other people working for them. If you're an employee or you're self-employed, there's no such thing as multiplying your money. It all depends on you and you only. You don't have anybody else helping you. No team, it's you. Your time and your effort for your money. That's it. Right? So I can only work 24 hours in a day max. Who in the room would like to work 1,000 hours a day? 1,000 hours a day between you and other individuals. Everybody should be raising their hand. If you want to work 1,000 hours a day. That's the whole thing, the business owner. Has anybody been into Starbucks and seen Howard Schultz? He's the CEO.
No.
He's got a system. He's got the same cup, the same employee, the same manager, the same this for him. It's a business owner. It's a system. He has other people leveraging for him. And then you have investors. This is where you multiply your money even more. Right? This is trading your money for money, not just having other people and systems working for you. So that's the whole point here. We are here to learn. And so over the last 5 years, and the money that's flown through your bank accounts, your savings, your checking, ask yourself, how much money have you made off of that money? For most people, it's slim to none, right? So here's the crazy part. I'm going to give everybody in the room a compliment. In the next 5 years, you're going to make more money than you did in the last 5 years. Who agrees? Wow. In the next 5 years, we're all going to make more money than we did the last 5 years. So now, let's figure out how to multiply it. So if you knew how to take $1 and turn it into 5, would your whole mindset of money change? Everybody's would change. It's not even about making all the money. It's about knowing what to do with the money, not spending the money where it's going to end. Learning how to invest the money to earn more. So that's what we're all about here. For the new people in the room, the reason why we're investing in currencies is because, and just so everybody knows, you have Forex, you have stocks, you have all these different markets. And the difference between stocks and Forex is that instead of companies, it's what? Currencies, money. So I see a lot of Macs in here, I see a lot of iPhones in here, and the reason why people invest in those things is why? Why do people invest in Apple and Google and all these things?
People are using them.
Because people are using them, right? So the reason why we're investing in Forex is because who in the room uses money? We all use money. But this is why Forex, everybody uses money every day, every single country. All around the world. It's a global business. The business is about what?
Freedom?
Nope. Multiplying our money. Right? So, of course it's about time freedom, but the business is about multiplying our money. And here's the thing. To be successful at anything, what anybody does, there's one simple formula. There's one formula. It's called the Strangest Secret. Does anybody know what the Strangest Secret is? Write this down. There's a 36-minute video on YouTube that you should fall asleep to for the next week. Right? It's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Okay? By Earl Nightingale. It's 36 minutes. You seen it? So, the strangest secret is simple. We become what we think about. Right? It's laughable at first. But this is literally the difference between the successful people, the wealthiest people in the world, and everybody else. Everybody else, we all have 60,000 thoughts a day. And most people think the same thing that they thought yesterday, over and over and over and over again. And they're just stuck in there. They think the same thoughts that they thought, 60,000 thoughts a day. So, The Strangest Secret, Earl Nightingale, 36 minutes, have that down. And, the next thing is the decision. For the new people, obviously you're going to make the decision whether you want to do this or not. But for everyone else, you have to have a decision. You have to already decide on what you want to do. So here's the thing. You have to be clear on exactly what you want. Is everybody clear on what they want? I know some people may think they're clear on what they want, but are you clear on what you want? Are you 100% clear on what you want? You write it down every morning and every night before you go to bed. I want to ask now everybody a question, and I want to say, what does everybody think, and this is from the video, Earl Nightingale, is the definition of success? Let me get a few. The definition of success. What?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think it's a continuing, constantly progressing towards something that you want.
All right, so you got it. So it's the progressive realization of your goal. It's not hitting your goal. It's progressing towards your goal. It's moving towards your goal. That's what success is. Okay? Like Tony Robbins said, success is just happiness. Are you living in the past? Are you living in the future? Are you living in the present? Right? So success is the progressive realization of your goal. So every day, are you moving towards your goal? And that's, this is the first thing. That's why are you clear comes first. And that's why we need to take notes, because we're going to forget 95% of what we hear today. And just forget it, 95% of it. So you're clear on your goal. Now you're progressively moving towards it. What does this mean? Every time we do a presentation, we're moving towards the goal. Every time you're studying the charts, you're moving towards your goal. It's a success. So if we can just, that's why they always say, it's about the little wins every day. Right? It's about the consistent little wins every single day. It's not one thing that's gonna make you get to where you want to be. No matter, this is for anything. Like I said at the beginning, the business is about multiplying money. But to be successful at anything, this is the system. One of the things that I live by every day is, am I spiritually growing, physically growing, financially growing, and relationally growing? Every single day, am I hitting those 4 things? So for success though, we're going to just talk about spiritual and physical. Let's start with this. This is obviously what? Your desires, your goals. That's the first part. Your desires, your goals. That's why this is huge. That's what we just talked about. Are you clear? Are you absolutely clear with your thoughts? You become what you think about, right? With your feelings. So let me stop here. Do you feel like a chairman? Do you smell like a chairman? Do you look like a chairman? You look like a chairman. You look like a chairman. Mike, do you look like a 6-figure trader?
Yeah.
Chase, you look like a 6-figure trader? Yeah. Blair, you look like a chairman in 100?
Hell yeah.
Bet. D5? Lit. So, feelings, right? Feelings is everything. That's why, David, all these guys, they do all the hype and this, but they're feeling it. They're feeling it in their heart. And there's all these, religious quotes and everything like this, and I'm not even going to go into them, but when it comes to the spirituality and the feelings, it all comes from the heart. It all comes from the heart. That's the biggest thing when it comes to the spirituality. No matter what you believe in, that's why spiritual's here. It's not religion. It's whatever it is that you believe in. This is you. This is spiritual. So, we got words, right? Your words. What are you speaking to yourself? Are you telling yourself you're broke? Do you tell yourself that you're in debt? Do you tell yourself, what are you telling yourself? Do you tell yourself you're lazy? What are you telling yourself? That's huge. This is huge. Your words. Your words, visualizations. And that obviously goes into the affirmations. This is the affirmations, right? And the visualizations. That's the spiritual side. Do you see yourself, just like we talked about, on stage? Do you see yourself closing out a $1,000 trade? Can you see it? Success is first going to be created here. That's the biggest part. This is first. success will first be created here. This is 90 to 99% of success. It is 90 to 99% of success. So now let's go over here. This is the doing, the physical. This is the work. Right? This is the skill. Right? The skills, this is the learning, this is the action, this is the doing. What else? This is the discipline. Discipline. And this is literally 1 to 10% of success. Most people don't sit back and really think about it, right? We just stuck and we just do, you know, and we don't actually feel. We don't have that emotion, right? We don't speak the words to ourselves. This is absolutely huge. This is everything. It's 90 to 99% of success. All right, it starts with your head, right? If you hold it in your head, you can hold it in your what?
Hand.
All day. The strangest secret is just not some bullshit. It's we become what we think about. So, you know, really think about at the end of the day, like, think about, review your day, you know, like what is it that you've accomplished, moved towards your goal, you know, and what are the things that you're thinking about? Are you thinking negativity? You know, do you think that you're around a bunch of dishonest people? You'll attract more negativity, you'll attract more dishonest people in your life. You think positivity, you think all these things, you're going to attract that into your life. We become what we think about. All right, last thing. So the greatest gift that we have is to form paradigms, to form habits, and to form a way of doing. This is our biggest thing, our greatest gift in life, is to literally form habits, form a way of doing, right? A way of being. And so the reason why is because there is nothing that everybody in here can do on a daily basis that they won't become successful at. Nothing. That's why it works. There is nothing that you can think about and do on a daily basis, and in order to do, you have to first think about it and feel it and say the words for it. But there is nothing that everybody in this room can do that on a daily basis that they won't succeed at. Nothing. Think about that. All right, so now we're going to go over this simple formula, which is desire plus skill times faith. This is the affirmations. This is the goals. Are you clear? This is IML. Someone give me some products.
Come on, scan it.
This is the scanner. This is the academy. Right? Now someone tell me the skills for building a business.
Relationships.
Relationships, communication. Love it. Now I'm going to give you guys the 3 P's. Prospecting, presenting, and promoting. Right? Do you know how to introduce a new individual? Do you know how to reach out to somebody, build a relationship? Do you know how to promote for an event? Do you know how to present the information? Do you watch YouTube videos on daily presentations? Are you coming to every event? All right? There's a reason why I've seen over 200, 300 events. The reason. If you're having a challenge in your business, in trading, it's because of lack of faith. That's it. You're not clear. You don't believe it. You don't believe you could do it. That's it. If you're having a challenge at work, you know, it's because you don't believe that you could ever be happy there. You know, you don't believe that you'll ever get along with your boss. Whatever it is, if you're having a challenge, it's because of a lack of faith. So, when it comes to faith, how do you gain faith? Here's the crazy part. Consistency equals faith. Equals faith. The more you're consistent, you're going to see results. Like I said, there's nothing that anybody in this room can do on a daily basis that you won't be successful at. So if you're consistent at something, you'll continue to gain your faith, and obviously that's going to give you, you know, the end result. You cannot have faith and not be putting in the work? Right? Think about it. The reason why you don't have faith is because you're not consistent. This is why it all comes together from desire. Are you clear on what you want? Do you write your goals down every morning, every night? When it comes to all this, it's hard to stay patient, right? Because if you're not seeing results, it's hard to stay consistent. So the thing is, being patient means actually moving and working. When you're being patient, it means you're grinding. It means you're learning how to trade. It means you're prospecting, promoting, presenting. When you're patient, it means you're putting in so much work without caring about anything. You're just being patient, putting in the work, staying consistent, and that'll give you that faith. Remember the cause. Obviously, what is the cause? Someone tell me the cause.
Educate American child.
On multiplying
Money.
their money. All right, remember the cause. So now here's what we're going to go into. Everything we started with, this was desire, this is spirituality, right? So someone tell me what the strangest secret is.
What you think of.
You are what you think about. We become what we think about, right? So if that's the case, our thoughts turn into what? Our thoughts turn into, our thinking, but then our what?
Words.
And then our words
Action.
and feelings, right? So Mitch is going to show you how powerful your feelings are. So there's a book called The Secret, right? And The Secret says that thoughts are things, right? So thoughts are things. But the biggest thing with this is that feelings is what really determines what happens. And someone tell me why. And I already went over this. I said it, I brought it up before. Why is feelings more powerful than your thoughts?
It's about how you react and how you respond to certain situations in life, depending on a loss, depending on losing a trade and bouncing back. You need to have that feeling of I can still do
But
this.
why is the feeling more powerful than the actual thought? Because
It's in your heart.
the thoughts is just your brain. The thoughts is just your brain. When you feel, right? People are feeling broke. Bro, you're gonna be broke forever. You can't feel broke. You're gonna be broke forever. Okay? Feelings come from the heart. So Mitch is gonna come up and explain how crazy, the feelings can get, and really is gonna break down, the things that's happening in your business. Like Romain was saying, when something happens, are you feeling upset you lost the trade? Right? Are you feeling upset that person told you it was a scam? You're not going to succeed. You're not going to stay consistent. You're not going to have faith. So the feelings that we feel is everything. And Mitch is going to go over that. So let me edify this man real quick.